Now, kindled by the rays of the sun and paraded around an ancient temple by an actress dressed as a high priestess, all the omens looked good as the Olympic flame began its journey to London from Olympia. That was until a gust of wind momentarily snuffed it out. But as our sports reporter Kami Nzerim reports from Olympia, the chill winds of the Greek financial crisis were never far away from the day's celebrations.
Και άναψε την ιερή δάδα για τη φιλόξενη πόλη του Λονδίνου.
They did it in ancient Olympia, they did it again today. The Olympic torch lit in a parabolic mirror by the rays of the sun. Greece playing with fire. Destination London.
So in the birthplace of the Olympics, the symbol of the Games, the Olympic torch is lit in a ceremony that dates back to the warring city-states of ancient Greece. The Olympic torch relay is on its way to London.
And the president of the International Olympic Committee is in confident mood.
How is London doing? How prepared are they?
The preparation is excellent. It's really, they have respected the deadlines, they have respected the budget. So we are very pleased. But of course, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
But all is not well here in Greece, where 3 millennia ago the ancients in perpetual war would lay down arms to compete in games of speed, stamina and strength. Modern Greece is back in turmoil, no government, crippled with debt. The Olympic flame represents the theft of fire from the gods. This morning, it temporarily went out. Just 8 years ago, the Olympics came home to Athens, but many stadia now lie unused, and state funding for Greek athletes soon ran out. Getting them to London has not been easy.
It's hard, but the Olympic Committee, my federation, is helping me, and I'm really thankful for them, and I thank them for this, because it's very important. Greece is having the hardest time, I think, in its history.
The modern games are a far cry from their humble origins. London knows full well the cost, euros or pounds still measured in the billions. Money many say Greece never had, should never have spent on new infrastructure, and is symbolic of the mess they're in now.
When you look back at what happened with Greece, do you not think the IOC could have said, hang on guys, actually you're being really ambitious here, rein it in a little bit, don't spend quite so much money?
But that's what we have done. That's what we have done, and there are two budgets in the Olympic Games. The operational budget is the money you need to have to run the show for 16 days. And that budget has ended in profit. The other budget is the general infrastructure budget of the public authorities. And we didn't ask for a new airport, we didn't ask for a metro, and it's the authorities who decided to do it, and rightfully so, and they were right to do it so, because the Games are a catalyst.
Catalyst, the man who fronts the London Games, agrees.
I'm absolutely convinced that already, of course, we've had an economic dividend off the back of the Games. British businesses, £6 billion worth of construction contracts, jobs that not just created but safeguarded in really challenged communities. So yeah, there is a big economic dividend, and that will go on delivering.
First, the small matter of delivering the torch. The first Brit to get his hands on it, born to a Greek father, and living in the London borough of Newham, in the shadow of the Olympic Stadium.
I've got it on both sides. I'm here in Greece to collect the torch, which is representing my Greek side, and taking it back to my hometown of London. So it's an honour and privilege to be here.
The Olympic torch now wends its way round Greece before flying to the UK next week, lighting Athens, as it will soon light London. Kami Nzerim, Channel 4 News, in ancient Olympia, Greece.
Well, in Kami's interview with Jacques Rogge, the IOC president said he was optimistic that Saudi Arabia will send women to compete in the Olympics. Our online team has been looking into whether his optimism is really justified. For that full story, go to channel4.com/news.
Now, a quick summary of tonight's news at 7:30. More than 100,000 public sector workers are taking part in a 24-hour strike over pensions changes. NHS workers, lecturers, defence staff and immigration officers were among those taking action. Off-duty police officers mounted their own protest in central London against planned cuts to jobs, pay and pensions. A double suicide bomb attack in the centre of the Syrian capital, Damascus, has killed at least 55 people and injured hundreds. The Syrian government blamed foreign terrorists. 14 people have been rescued after a helicopter taking oil workers to an offshore rig ditched into the North Sea, 25 miles off Aberdeen. And David Cameron's former communications chief, Andy Coulson, has told the Leveson inquiry there was no conspiracy between the Conservatives and News International over the takeover of B-Sky B.
Still to come tonight. At 7:45, the Vidal Sassoon few people knew. We meet the man who joined him on the streets of London to fight Oswald Mosley's black shirts.
We use fists. The people against us used knuckle dusters, iron bars, the buckles of belts.
And at 10 to 8, from sun to rain, Prince Charles predicts the weather.